Let's go! Welcome in, everybody. How are we doing? We had pushed it a little bit close to time there. I do apologise. Welcome, one and all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? Good to see you all. Let's get ball tracking on and get it ready as Wales just belt out their national anthem. Oh, I thought that might be a bit big. There we go. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Right, yes, so we're going to blast through the teams while they're singing their little lungs out. So let's get on with that, shall we? So for Wales today, we have got a stellar lineup, star-studded pack. Bloody Lions caps on the show as well. It's beautiful to see, but we'll get into this. So in the front row, we've got Wyn Jones, Ryan Ellis, Thomas Francis. Into the second row, Will Rowlands and Adam Beard. Into the back row, Ellis Jenkins, Basham, who I'm looking forward to seeing get a bit of action today, get a bit of meat. And Aaron Wainwright is the number 8. Onto the backs then, Thomas Williams. In at 10 is Dan Bigger. On the blindside wing, Lewis Rees-Zammit. Worth noting with Rees-Zammit, heavily strapped on his ankle during the warm-up. So not entirely sure what's gone on there, but one to watch, I suppose. Into 12, we've got Nick Tompkins, Josh Adams at 13, Johnny McNichol on the open side wing, and at fullback Liam Williams. On to the Irish team. Andrew Porter in at loose head, Kelleher in at hooker, Furlong in at tight head. Tag Byrne and James Ryan make up the second rows, with Doris Vanderfleer and Jack Conan in the back row. It is incredibly windy today. I do apologise if you can just hear loads of bashing about. My shed is getting buffeted. Onto the backs. Hornswoggle's love child, Jameson Gibson Park in at number 9. Jonathan Sexpest in at 10. Mac Hansen on the blindside wing. Bundyaki in at 12 with Gary Ringrose at 13. Andrew Conway on the open side wing, and Hugo Keenan in at fullback. So there you go. Those are your two starting teams. Welcome in, by the way, if you're just joining us. We haven't yet kicked off. We are just going through the second part of Ireland's national anthem. A bit of shoulder to shoulder. Drop us a little vote on the poll if you haven't done so already. Bit of admin to go around. A few clicks for you to do. Get interactive this afternoon. We are one sub away from our little mini target of 860. So can we get there during this stream? I hope so. I hope so. But that'd be awesome if we can. And a few more. Why not? We are on the road to 1,000. Right then, so hopefully we can get that done this Six Nations. That would be pretty cool. Right, on the poll then, 50-50. 2 of you have voted. 1 of you thinks Ireland, 1 of you thinks Wales. Keep those votes coming in. We'll keep up to date with that during the stream. Of course, smash that like button. It helps out massively with our visibility. Really does make sure that we get seen by YouTube. The algorithm has a little sex we over the likes. So please feel free to get those likes on the go. Right, this is it. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Oh, it feels like Six Nations Lions, Six Nations, and we're finally back around. I can't wait for this competition. There is so much. Like, I really can't work out who is going to win this. Let me know in the chat who you think is going to win the competition, because I really am not sure. I think it could go one of 3 ways. I think Ireland, Wales and England are all in with a shout. Possibly France if they can pull it together. I don't know. But let me know in the chat. Let me know what your thoughts are. Kickoff is just around the corner. We're on ITV today in the UK. Where else around the world? Let's have a little look. In Ireland, it's on RT Sports, and in the States, it's on Peacock. Rugby forecast, by the way, just in case you're looking for the betting tip. Ireland are predicted to win this by 13 points with a probability of 87.2%. So take from that what you will, Wales fans. At kickoff, it's expected to be 10 degrees with overcast clouds. So pretty nice rugby weather for us to get underway in. Let's set a target. Should we say 10 likes by half time? Can we do that? Is that possible? I don't know if that's possible, but we'll soon find out, I suppose. Right then. So, here we go. Kickoff just around the corner. The players are ready. The Guinness Six Nations about to get underway in Dublin. Scenes. Absolute scenes. Jacko Paper is the referee in charge today. Fairly decent ref. Don't mind that at all. Right, so the countdown goes out around the stadium. Wales will kick off to Ireland. Live from the Aviva Stadium. We're not there. We're in some shed in Luton. But you know how it is. We've got the telly box on. We're going to enjoy it with you. Let me know where you're watching the game as well. If you're watching the game, or if you can't watch the game, let me know what's going on anyway. Kick off, and it's a decent nudge just outside of the 22. Wales there to compete, but it is knocked on, so it will be an instant Irish scrum. No doubt, of course, as always, this will collapse and we'll have a reset. 75% of you now think Wales. I think we've got the Welsh fans in. The Welsh fans are in. Welcoming one and all. 5 likes already. Let's go. Let's go. You guys, man. Right. So, first set piece for Ireland. Right then. And amazingly, this scrum is steady. And it gets to the back, and Gibson Park goes blind, but then sees there's nothing on, so has to come back the other way. And Bundyaki given the ball to charge up, a little nudge through, and it's charged down, but it's away for... Who's that? Is that Hansen? It is. Mac Hansen falls into Mac Hansen's hand, and he makes about 50 metres before the ball goes into touch. It's a really, really lucky deflection, and as he tries to chip Williams just gets a finger to it, and then Rhys Sammet gets a finger to it, and finally, Aaron Wainwright just bashes it into touch, but deep into the 22, and Ireland looking to lift the pace straight away as they go through Van der Fleer, and then Doris carries up 7 metres out now with an advantage coming. Ireland looking to set the tone early. Good stuff from them. Furlong carries up, but's met by Welsh defenders. There's space out wide, and it's Bundyaki in the corner. It's 2 minutes in, and we've got a try on the board. Let's go! Let's go! Wow! Ireland coming with noise. Such pace on the ball. Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, if they can keep this up, they're going good. Hey, Fleshin, hello. A quick hello, going to watch this alone. Oh, okay. Enjoy. Thanks for jumping in, though, Fleshin, I appreciate it. Teremas, hello all, looking forward to see Mac Hansen's first cap. He's had a cracking start, he's made about 50 metres, so, and pretty much fundamental in that try, so, in fact, yeah, it's a try assist. It's a try assist for Mac Hansen, happy days for him. Jesus, right, Sex Pest, can you put this through? Can you make it 7? That's not the way Bigger wanted to start his first first cap as captain. Oosh. Right. Well. Keep those votes coming in on the poll. What are we saying? 4 votes on there. 75% Wales, 25% Ireland. Keep those votes coming in. And of course, if you haven't subbed, get that sub in as well. Let's see if we can get to 160 today. That'd be insane. Of course, as I say, this is an interactive stream, so I want to hear from you. Have you got a game this weekend? Did you have a Friday night under lights? How did you get on? Have you got a game tomorrow? If you're playing today, well, you're not going to be here, are you? As it sails through, and a big come on scream from Sexton as he runs back. This Irish team is fired up. Fired up. Let's go. This is what we want. As a neutral in this game, this is what we want. We want some absolute fire. Right then, kick-off again. Another good kick-off from Wales, and it's Ringrose who's lifted for this, and he doesn't come down very well, but it's he's able to retain the ball, and Gibson Park will kick away. Up to halfway. Conway on the chase, and Williams is able to flick it back, and Wales retain possession. So this will be their first possession of the game. 4 minutes in. And Bigger, straight to the boot, puts it up. No interest in playing too much rugby without the territory. And Ireland secure ball. It's not comfortable though, as Welsh defenders try to blitz through that, and eventually the ball carrier is brought to ground, and now we'll move it out wide through Ringrose to Keenan. Conway chips downfield, but there's Welsh defenders there to pick that up, and Bigger will once again find space downfield, straight down the middle, and it's a pretty decent nudge to be fair. And Ireland will look for touch just inside their own half. Oh, I've managed to get a runny nose right at the start of the stream. Happy days. Oh, second to breathe. That's it's been a fast start. Talk to me, folks, as well. Who are you backing today? As the Wales line-out is turned over, and Gibson Park tries to chip through, but it's charged down and it falls into Wales' hands, and it will come back for the scrum. Well, electrifying stuff in Dublin. Don't know if they'll be able to keep this up all game, but I bloody hope so, because it's good stuff. If you're here looking for the game as well, I apologise. It's just the commentary this afternoon. I will keep you abreast of what's going on if for whatever reason you can't get the game. But yeah, just the commentary this afternoon, I'm afraid. Right then. But you know, we've got the ball tracking, we've got the comms, we've got the atmosphere. It's all gravy, baby. Right then, in the ball comes Gibson Park with a feed that basically dropped it on the hooker's toe. And Mac Hansen will look to go blind. Nothing there. So Andrew Porter will have a little carry up and see if we can set some front foot ball. Slow to ground though, and Sexton will kick up into the air. It's a great nudge. It's landed just outside of the 22 into Williams' hands and instantly got men on him. So great nudge from Sexton. Williams flicks this out to the forwards, who will have a little carry up, and Porter can see ball and he's on ball, and it will be a penalty to Ireland. Sloppy, lazy presentation from the Welsh there, and it does give away a penalty. I am neutral, I promise. I'm just at the minute, Ireland are doing the better work. What's your tipple this afternoon? We've got 2 games on, so I just went with a coffee. But what are you drinking? Are you on the bevies already? Right. Do you know what I love about this competition? 1 lose, and it's pretty much... Or 1 loss, and you're absolutely scrapping to stay in this thing. It's insane how consistent you have to be at such a high level. Right. 42 metres out for Johnny Sexton to kick this first penalty, but he's knocked his conversion over, so he'll be pretty comfortable. And as I say that, he swings it wide. Wow. We are a little bit behind the ball tracking. What are we? 9. We're about 40 seconds behind the ball tracking at the minute. But that fluctuates. That fluctuates. So Wales with the 22 dropout, isn't it? So they will get us back underway. Just waiting for Sexton to miss this. As I say, we're a little bit behind ball tracking today, so we will see how this goes. And it fades away at the last moment. Just wind caught that a little bit, and he's not best pleased with himself. Right, so Bigger will get us underway again. And Ireland will have the ball back on halfway, and they run this up through Conan. Started all 3 tests for the Lions, Conan. As Basham knocks on. Sorry, not Basham. Yes, Basham knocks on in the tackle. So it will be an Irish scrum. Good disruption there for Wales. Good pressure from Basham. So, we'll have another scrum. Scrum's working well for Ireland at the moment. And we'll just get this reset as front row's not comfortable. Safety first and whatnot. Right, so this is reset. And Gibson Park gets that in and out early as they switch the play from blind to open. Ringrose finds a little hole, but it's great work from Basham to... Sorry, not Basham. Yes, Basham to tackle him down. James Ryan carries up then. Sexton finds Van der Fleer on the inside. Up to the Welsh 10. Advantage Ireland, and they're able to use the hands freely and get the ball out to the wing and up to the 22. All action Ireland, and at the minute they are dominating the early exchanges. Already 10 minutes into this. 12 minutes into this. Wow. We are flying through this one. What will be really interesting is to see, can Ireland keep this pace up? Ireland are playing at such a pace that Wales just can't organise, and they're on their heels, on the back foot. They're scrambling constantly. It's taken a lot out of both teams. It'd be interesting to see who can maintain this, whose fitness levels are there. Wales need to do a little bit more around the breakdown and just slow things down a little bit. Right then, 45-metre kick this time. It's 1 from 1 is Johnny Sexton. as he just wiggles his Zimmer frame around. And we'll get a little bit of running repairs as well for a couple of Welsh players. Doesn't seem to be an awful lot of wind around, but again, it drifts just to the left. Sorry, just to the right. Big old wind pulling that across. Sexton just is not happy. He's not happy with himself. Right, while we're just waiting for them to get this restarted, let's have a quick look at the poll. 5 votes on the poll. 40% of you think Ireland. 60% of you think Wales. Keep those votes coming in. And of course, as well, if you haven't yet, please do smash the like button. It really helps with the stream. Get us seen. And of course, if you haven't and you're new around here, smash the sub button for all that good content that's coming our way, as Ireland move this wide to McHanson, who's looking to fight a hole between Nick Tompkins and Lewis Rees-Zammit. Into midfield, is that James Ryan carries up, I think. And Wales, just as I say, they need to slow the play down just a little bit. That's exactly what they start to do. Starting to force the referee to call the release instead of just bouncing off and trying to get realigned really quickly. Ringrose then loops around and doesn't quite find a way through and finds a couple of forwards, and Sexton moves it out wide to Keenan. Again, Rees-Zammit there to clear him up. And it's dropped by Van der Fleer, and Wales will have the ball. And it pops out, and Jenkins tries to play it. And we're playing a black vantage for the knock-on, so we will come back for that. So we'll have a scrum for Wales. Wales just starting to do a little bit better around that breakdown. Just starting to slow things down a little bit. Just hold on to the tackle a second longer. Just makes sense. Just makes sense. Just to hold on to them for a second longer. Just force that slightly slower ball. Allow their team to get realigned. Better work from them in the last 3 or 4 minutes. But they have got a mountain to climb if they're going to beat this Irish team, who have been electrifying in the first 16 minutes. I will expect this game to slow down a little bit as well, because it's being played at such a fast pace. Right then, ball in, and it collapses at the back, but it is available. So Lewis Rees-Zammit will fire this downfield, down the throat of Keenan, who will return the kick, and it's a good kick. And Conway underneath it, and Conway gets it back for Ireland. And Gibson Park finds some space in the backfield. And Lewis Rees-Zammit, the bounce wasn't kind. He thought it was going to trickle out, and it bounced back towards the try line. And it was awfully close to the try line. Referee is going to check and see if it was carried out. Well, it wasn't carried over. And he does get it down behind the line. That's a terrible bounce. Yeah, everything's fine with that. It'll be a goal line dropout. And Bigger will fire this out to the 10. Ireland look to truck it up through Conan. Furlong. Sexton's got a bit of space and he spins it out wide. Conway looks to cut inside. Chopped down by Williams. Gibson Park, 5 metres short, finds Ryan. Sexton On to Burn. Still 5 metres out under the posts. They look to stay in and around this, make it easier to get the 2. Conan, Bigger flashes up to meet him. Bundyaki, brought down by, not sure, but he's brought down 6 metres out, and there's a little dink through, and Rhys Zammit is there to dot that down. But we are coming back for a penalty. What's going on? He went, stopped, and went again. I don't know what that's for. Oh, maybe in a ruck. So, looking at the minute, like they want to tap and go. No? Now it's in Sexton's hands, and we'll see what he decides to do. And they're going to go for the 3 points. Wow. Ireland have turned up and set their stall out in this first 20 minutes. We're only 20 minutes in and there's already tired legs. I mean, what are we seeing? Madness. Madness. And the penalty goes through. We haven't seen it yet, but ball tracking tells us it's so. Like I say, we are about 45 seconds behind ball tracking today. So, I mean, it swings and roundabouts with ball tracking. Sometimes it lines up. Sometimes it's a little ahead. That's just the way it goes. Anyway, Sexton. I mean, you wouldn't imagine he misses this one anyway. It's about 15 metres out, just outside of the uprights, to the left of the field, kicking towards the big glass end of the stadium. And it goes straight down the middle. Happy days. Ireland 10, Wales 0. Oh, what are we seeing? Moon Norris, you bellend with your dodgy links. Let's get you banned. Right then, Wales then win the kickoff. So great work from Bigger there. And McNichol did his bit and got there. So Wales looking to drive up and Tompkins driven back. Williams called in. Bigger gets slotted. And I tell you what, everywhere Wales go, there are Ireland shirts following. As they're now, well, they've just got back inside the Irish half. Basham carries up. No meters gained. Bigger goes on the inside this time. And again, not a lot of meterage for them. A lot of hard yards for not a lot of return. As Bigger opts to stab one through. And it's a decent nudge. And it will be an Irish line out halfway into their own 22. Better from Wales. Just managing the game now. Bigger just trying to buy his players a breathing opportunity as all of the forwards in the line out have stood there waiting with their hands on their knees 22 minutes into the game. Just a testament to the speed that Ireland are playing at. And it's stolen. Eventually stolen by Ryan. Not Ryan. Beard. Sorry. And there's space out wide for a second. And Josh Adam tries to go it alone. Tompkins steps into 9 and gives to Bigger, who uses Elias. Bigger again. Tries to go alone. Wales now lifting the pace as Basham comes on a super hard line and takes that up. Makes a couple of extra metres. Oh, potential off feet for Ireland there, but get away with it. Here we go, Wales' first visit to the 22 and the maul is called. It's going to be held in. Oh, Wales. It's going to be an Irish scrum. Much better from them, though. Good intensity, good speed on the carries, good hard lines from Basham. Scenes you love to see. Conan just can't get his fingers to it. Just a little bit out of reach for him. And Adam Beard karate chops it down to his Thomas Williams, number 9. And they get them off and running again. Right, scrum time, Ireland. Right. And that is kind of going to be the problem with Josh Adams at 13. He had the option to give it to his winger to draw the man and give the ball, but he just took contact. And that can be the problem when you've got a winger in at 13. Right, Ireland then look to play this out. Not interested yet in territory. As Gibson Park gives to Byrne. Juggles it a little bit, but is able to secure before the contact. And now Gibson Park will go to the aerial route. And it's not a great kick. And Wales knock it on. So it will be another Irish scrum. Michael wins. Go on, Ireland. Wait, they're on fire today, Michael. How you doing, buddy? Good morning to you. Smoking the Welsh pack like a fat Cuban, mate. Smoking that Welsh pack like a hairy dick. What? Right. Of course, if you haven't yet, smash the like button. Let's check in with the poll. Things have evened up a little bit on the poll. 13 votes. 54% of you think Ireland. 46% of you think Wales. Nobody thinks a draw. 10-0. Wales got a lot of work to do, but it's not beyond their reach. Sus, man. It was a bit sus, wasn't it? Who cares? Right. Ball in. And it's at the back of the scrum for Gibson Park, and it's all collapsed, but referee happy that it's available, and it's a crap pass to Bundyaki, and it's off his toes to Bigger. Wainwright then carries Adams, and I say about him not being able to pass, and he does get one away, and it's Wales into the 22 now. How's your fantasy teams shaping up? Chelsea winning 2-1. How did West Ham get on? I saw they were losing 1-0 to Kidderminster. As Nick Tompkins carries up. Bigger to Liam Williams, and they are starting to make a couple of metres as we go, but there is an advantage for the knock-on, and Ireland again will get away with this. Gibson Park looks to kick that away, and it's blocked by Adams, and we will come back in for the scrum. 8 likes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And let's have a look. Did we get to our 860 mark? I don't think we have. No, we haven't. That's a shame. Never mind. We move. We move. Right. So. We're just going to get this scrum set then, and we're just watching the knock on there. Potential high tackle as well from Ireland, but they get away with it as Thomas Francis just gets a little bit of treatment. That's what the hold up is. 6 of you sexy beasts in the stream today. Loving life. Loving life. Ooh. Excuse me. What's your tipple this afternoon? I'm on the coffee because it's early doors. But yeah. Let me know. Let me know what your tipple is. Right. Okay, so just getting this scrum set. Commentary team just praising the Welsh scrum. I mean, they've held up, but I wouldn't say they've wouldn't say they're scrummaging exceptionally well. They're not being the scrums are pretty even, to be honest. As Gibson Park gets this up, and we'll use Andrew Porter to get a little bit better field position before the kick. Outside of the 22 now. So we'll need to keep this in field as Gibson Park tries to scrape this back with his foot. Basham just being a bit awkward. And, well, referee said advantage green, but he hasn't blown his whistle as Wales run away with the ball. And Bigger looks for the kick again, and it goes up. And it's a pretty tidy one, and it's a knock-on from Ireland, so a little advantage coming for them as it's an out the back door from Williams to re-sam it, but he's absolutely leathered by Mac Hansen, and we will come back for the scrum. Yeah. And commentary team just talk about what I was talking about earlier there. Wales now just starting to cause a few issues. Will Rowland doing a good job around the breakdown of making a nuisance of himself and slowing things down, allowing Wales the time to get reorganised. So good to see. Good to see from Wales. They're learning on the hoof. "29 minutes played in Dublin at the Aviva Stadium. Electrifying standard of rugby. Even the referee's blowing. I would imagine both teams are going to get forced to use their benches fairly early in this one. So if you've got Welsh and Irish players on the bench in your fantasy team, you might be in a bit of luck today. They might get some good game time. Williams then has a little snipe himself, gets up to the 22. Big carry just to bring them just over the 22. And Wales having to do a lot of heavy grunt work just to get a few metres here and there. And Conan's over the ball. It's a great jackal and it's stolen. Another visit to the 22 for Wales. And another visit without any reward. Really need to start converting those possessions in the 22 if they are going to get back into this game. Right, 8 likes on the stream. We've got 10 minutes left of the half. Can we get it to 10? Can we get it to 10 likes? If you haven't yet liked the stream, please do. It helps us out immensely with the algorithm. So, yeah, please do get onto that if you can. And, of course, if you're new around here, hit the sub button. And why not have a little vote on the poll? 16 votes at the moment. Ireland 56%, Wales 44%. As this line out goes up and into the maul. And Kelleher will secure that at the back. Gibson Park looking to use it, but it's the maul breaks down and Kelleher forced to go alone blind. But is able to secure, and Ireland will spin this out. There is space out wide, and Mac Hansen, oh, he looked to use it, but tucked in. And good disruption from Wales means Basham can pick it up. Another advantage coming for Wales as Adam Beard carries up. Wales looking to inject a bit of pace. Advantage over as Williams is driven backwards into the ground, and Wyn Jones will carry. Great D from Ireland, just penning this Welsh attack in. 5 phases in, and they've made no meters. A lot of side to side. As I say that, Josh Williams finds a little chink of light and makes 10 meters. Bigger spins it out to Basham, who's met hard and fast by Porter. And eventually Beard is brought to ground. Rees Zammit with a little show and go, and that passes forwards, and we will come back for the scrum. Great Irish defence. 10 phases, not a metre gained. Probably played 3 phases too long there. Probably just stick a grubber through, try and get Ireland back into their own 22 and ask them to play out. See if you can win the territory battle that way. Because at the moment for Ireland, they're not really causing this Irish defence too many problems. Seven and a half minutes left on the half. Tackles made by Ireland 45, 63 by Wales. Tackles missed 4 for Ireland, 5 for Wales. We are live later as well. We'll be live for Scotland, England in the Calcutta Cup. Should be a juicy one. Scotland, the current holders of that, begrudgingly, but we wear it. We'll get it back today, hopefully. So join us for that. And if all things go wrong, come and watch a salty Englishman get really salty. I will moo like Daisy being milked in a farm if we lose that one. But there we go. This is all rugby. More of a neutral on this one, so happy days. Right. Ball is into the scrum and to the back very, very quickly as Sexton finds Hansen. And oh, there was another chink of light, and it does look like he's going to go every time and just accelerates into the gap, and Wales struggling to keep hold of him, having to concede metres as Ringrose finds Henson, who finds Kelleher on the wing, and Rees Zammit does a good job of bringing him to ground. Furlong then looking for some room or an option, and there's nothing on, so eventually he comes down. Tyke Byrne then carries just over the Welsh 10. Up come Ireland again through the forwards. Gibson Park appealing at the man laying on the floor, but ball was available. As Bigger flies out at Sexton and it misses him, and it's caused a dog leg. Hansen with a little bit of space, and good scramble defence there from Williams. Keenan. Kelleher, who pops it off the floor to Sexton. And somehow it's turned over. Tompkins looking for some options. Nothing on. Williams then spins out to Rees Zammit, who's got a little space, and he opens up with the boot. Well, he's not going to win the foot race, but he will put some pressure on the kick, and Wales will have the line out inside the Irish 10. Woof! Jesus. Work rate today is insane. 5 minutes left of the half. We're 2 likes away from that 10. Can we get there? Can we get there? Welcome in. If you're new around here, hit the sub button, have a vote on the poll. At the minute, it's saying 59% of you think Ireland are going to win this, 41% of you think Wales. At the minute. Oh, no. Jonathan Sexton, man. Like, let's get real about Jonathan Sexton. He's a lovely bloke. He's got a heart of gold. He's got a heart of a lion. But you've got to recognise when your time is done, and he's down again, being looked at by the medics, and you just start to think, dude, you can't get through 35 minutes of rugby. Maybe it's time to give it up. As some tape comes out. They're going to strap his knee up for him. So we'll have a couple of seconds for this. In the meantime, 3 carries, 24 metres, 2 tackle breaks and 1 line break for Sexton. Let's just get this tape on him. So, yeah, talk to me. What you drinking? What's your tipple this afternoon? I've got a coffee on the go. Because I want to survive to the end of the second stream. Although, at this rate, at the speed this game's being played at, I might run out of voice. Yeah, what's your tipple? What's your rugby story this week? Have you got a game? Have you had a game? Is your game called off for COVID? Let me know what's going on. I want to hear about your rugby as much as this rugby. So get your comments in the chat. What are your thoughts on this game as well? Get those in the chat as well, as Wales lose the line out and Porter gets hold of it. Out to Kelleher. The big is in the house. Sorry I'm late. No worries, man. It is late over there, isn't it? How is Hong Kong today? And the ball went out. So Wainwright was within his rights to go for it. But there was a knock on at the line out, so we're coming back for that. Decided to treat myself to some leftovers for dinner. You are living the dream, Treacle. Good to have international rugby back. You're not wrong, buddy. You are not wrong. Right. 4 minutes on the clock. 2 likes to get to 10. Can we do it? We're getting swamped with Omicron. Oh, no. No. Oh, and you got them, like, COVID concentration camps as well, haven't you? Fuck that. Hide, the big. Hide. Right. To the back of the scrum goes the ball, but it all collapses and it's not quite coming out, so it will be a penalty for Ireland. Wales collapsing. Ish. 19 votes now. 58% of you say Ireland, 42% of you say Wales. As Sexton kicks this just outside of the 22. Yeah, they're going to allow contacts to isolate at home soon because the camps are getting full. Oh my god. That is mad, though, that you have to go and live in a COVID camp. Can you not be trusted to stay at home? But enough COVID chat, let's talk about the ruggers. Indeed, as this line out goes up and down into the maul, and Kelleher at the back. Gibson Park trying to get a hold of it, and does. Fires it into midfield, and Sexton on the loop. Ringrose on the short line, and not a lot of space to work in. But again, Ireland into the 22, and they have been so successful when they get into these positions. As Bundyaki drives on. Gibson Park trying to almost fire a play out of the bigger book. Every breakdown he gets to, his arms are in the air appealing for something or other. It's not really what we want to see as Ringrose feeds Porter. You reckon the Welsh jam factories will hit full capacity by half time? I don't know, mate. I think they might have splurged all their jam in the autumn. More red cards in the autumn for them, wouldn't there? Anyway, Sexton trying to get to ground, and good work from the Welsh forwards to slow that ball down a little bit. As Adam Beard tries to slow things down unsuccessfully. Wainwright then has a go. Here they come again. Furlong. Ringrose, there's space out wide if Bundyaki can get away, but he can't. So back across field they come, and it's... I'm not sure who that was, but it was a big old line. Was that James Ryan? And Mac Hansen can't hold on to it. Not a great pass from Gibson Park, and we will have a Welsh line out. Better D from Wales this time. Better D. They're just slowing things down at just a smidgen. Jesus Christ. Oi. Oi, it's windy. Oh, what's gone on here? Forgot about Mac Hansen. Hey, he's not had a bad start, mate. He's not had a bad start at all. Right then, Wales just looking to manage the clock here as they use their forwards. And the clock goes red. Thomas Williams no doubt going to get this off the pitch. Yeah, straight back to Bigger. Oh, we have a little bit of afters while Bigger just checks that out. And forces Ireland to come and chase him down. And Ireland will go in at half-time. 10 points to the good. Ireland 10, Wales 0. And breathe. What a half of rugby. Jesus Christ. Let's have a look at the chat. Plucked fresh from the Australian academy system. Right. It's modern rugby. Like, it doesn't matter where you're born anymore. It's just whether your granny's had a cup of tea with someone from somewhere else. So half-time at the Aviva Stadium. Ireland 10, Wales 0. Exciting half of rugby. We are going to take a short break. So I am going to just leave you for a couple of minutes. Just while I go and drain the main vein and make a fresh pot of coffee. And sort my life out. And we will be back in about 5 minutes time. In the meantime, I'll just leave you with some music. Do you want the stats? Let me know in the chat. Do you want the stats or do you want just the halftime card? It's up to you. We can have that. Or we can have... Oh, what's that? We can have that. Or we can have that. Let me know in the chat what you fancy. 21 votes. 57% of you calling on Ireland. 43% of you calling on Wales. Oh, we didn't quite make it. We didn't quite make it to our 10 likes for half time. Maybe we can get to 10 likes before the start of the second half. Do drop a like. It helps us out so much if you could. And of course hit that sub button as well. That's amazing. Right. You're getting the stats. You can have the stats. There you go. Okay, I'll be back in just a second. I'll turn the music up a touch for you. Get some of them copyright-free bangers in your ears. And I'll be right back.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it. Guess you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries, let's flow for now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow.
Ooh. And we're back. Oh, I didn't mute my mic. Oh, sorry, you've been buffeted by the wind all the way through that. Oh, never mind. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Let's get that back up there out of the way. Oh, that's a bit funky shape. There we go. Lovely. Right, let's have a little look at the chat. What have we missed? Okay, feels like Ireland should be more ahead, but I hope Wales can win it. Yeah, you're not wrong. It does feel like Ireland should be further ahead than they are. They've certainly dominated proceedings so far in this game. There we go. Okay. Just making sure we stay up to date with whatever we can. Any information from the England-Scotland game. Right. Let's... Aye, we got to 10 likes. Yes, let's go. Here's your 9th. Thank you to Big. Thank you very much, buddy. Right. So, 20 likes by full time. That's the goal. That's the dream. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to the second half. We're just waiting for things to get underway. Ireland certainly the more dominant team in the first half. God, it's gone chilly in here. I tell you what, I tried to shut the door on the shed when I came back in, and as I went to put the latch on, it shot out my hand and blew everywhere. Christ. Right. Okay. We are almost back underway. Yeah, Ireland absolutely dominating in the first half. And we can see that the players are back on the field. Almost ready to get underway. Ball tracking is ever so slightly ahead of us. About 30 to 45 seconds ahead of us this afternoon. So it's a little bit frustrating. Oh, I'm saying that. And Ireland stood in the changing room on my pictures. It looks like they're coming out now. So... they will be out in just a minute. Wales are now out on the field. So they will get ready to get us back underway. They will be in receipt of this ball. The Big, hope you enjoyed your brew, Dickie. Wow. I'm going to enjoy it because I've just made it. I spilled half of it over my desk. But we move. We move. Right. Second half. Will you stay around for the Calcutta Cup fixture? Yep, there's another live scheduled pretty much straight after this one. So, if you haven't and you want to be here for the Calcutta Cup fixture, Scotland versus England at Murrayfield, smash that subscribe button with the bell notifications and you'll be notified when we go live. About 4:30, I want to say. We'll take a short break for some food in between the games. Here come Ireland on their COVID painted floor. Got their directions that they're allowed to walk in. Oh, well, there you go. Six Nations, or the Guinness Six Nations, are in support this year of the Red Cross Foundation, and have donated £100,000 to the relief efforts in Tonga. So, positives. So, almost ready to get us started as Johnny Sexton just taps the ball on the floor to just make sure he's got his right spot. And we will be off and running. Whistle goes. And up it goes. Just inside the 22 for Liam Williams to take. And good chase from Ireland as he gets just outside the 22. And again, instantly, Ireland back on that blitz attack. And Williams forced to kick as Porter tries to chase that down, and Keenan will take that one on halfway, and Ireland will set up an attack through Bundyaki as they get the offside position from the offside advantage from Josh Adams. Ireland then looking to use Conway. Kelleher carries up now. Sexton sees that there's not an awful lot on, so fires a kick in. And no advantage come in, so we will come back for the penalty. Let's have a little look at the poll. If you haven't voted on the poll, do that. Something for you to get up to. 57% of you think Ireland's going to win. 43% of you think Wales. At the minute, I'm leaning with that 57% myself. I think this is Ireland's day. I think this is Ireland's year, if I'm honest. They do look a little bit tasty this year. And Ireland straight on that intensity. Kelleher sprinting across to give the Porter sprinting across to give the instruction to Kelleher, and the line out is set and ready, and it's up down on the 22-metre line, and the maul is set as James Ryan screams them on, and it's inching forward, but it has crabbed. And it's been pulled down by Adam Beard, so it will be another penalty to Ireland. Oh, number four. So that was Will Rowlands. He was told not to take the leg, and then he took the legs. So can't really argue with that. Sexton then fires this into the corner. Not the best kick in the world from where he was. He should have done a little bit better there. Oh, I say that, and they're probably 6 metres out, so you can't really complain too much. As up goes Byrne this time, and again the maul is set. As Kelleher tries to organise, but there's an advantage coming for Ireland. Gibson Park fires it out to Bundyaki, who finds Johnny Sexton out the back door, who flicks it off to Gary Ringrose. Oh, it's Harlem Globetrotter stuff out there, as there is space out wide and Conway has to work inside to get it. And oh my God, is that a try? If that's a try, that's exceptional. I think he's got it down. I've seen it so assistant referee, I've seen it grounded, but I've no idea if he was short or in touch or anything. So referee says on-field decision, and he goes, I've got no idea. On-field is no try from the referee. He's made the decision. He's got the big balls. He's going to wave his dick about and make a decision. Luck of the Irish versus Welsh Jam. Well, I don't know. The Irish haven't used much luck. They've been exceptional. He's short there. There's no separation, but is it on the line? Does it roll does he roll it forward onto the line? Now he's short. Oh. I don't know why I'm trying to crane my neck around the cameraman that's there. Does the momentum carry him over? It's there then. Now we need to find out if he's in touch. I think this is a try. Yeah, the try's been given. There we go. That's an exceptional piece of work from Conway. He was shoveled shit. He had to slide in to catch the ball and then get up and work his way back to the outside to beat his man. Excellent stuff from him. And now Ireland lead by 15 points to 0. Sexpest to see if he can convert this. Of course, the conversation doesn't finish here. If we pop it in the chat, exclamation mark Discord. That will give us the link in the chat for the Discord. Come and join us over there, and we'll be delighted to have a chat with you. There's about 40 of us in there now. We have a fairly regular conversation about ruggers in general. There we go. Thank you, Stream Elements. And of course, if you haven't yet subbed, let's get those subs in. See if... Oh, Jesus. Wow. It wasn't a classic kick. He was almost charged down. And it looked like he'd absolutely spanned it. And it boomerangs in. Hey. As Wales kick off, and Keenan will kick that downfield. And wow. Well, we're going to have... Oh, no, we're not. We're having another look at the try. Yeah, Conway does a good job there. He just steps inside and then flicks his hips back to the outside and stands both of his defenders up. Great work from Conway. Right, Wales with the ball off the line out, and they fire that into midfield, and it's juggled and regathered just about. As Bigger swings this out, and Williams through the legs, and Rees-Zammit decides he's going to fire this downfield. Can he get the... Oh, no, he's nowhere near getting the bounce. As Conway gathers on his own 5 and will boot this downfield himself for an out of play just between the 10 and the 22. So it will be a Welsh line out in Irish territory. Let's see if we can get to 15 likes by full time. Let's see if we can do that. We're on 10 at the minute. 20. Oh, we're off and running again. Nick Thompson feeds Lewis Rees-Zammit in midfield. Unusual to see him here, but Wales having to do a few different things to work their way around this Irish defence. But again, so organised and such well executed. Is Bigger has to juggle it and just about to able to regather it before he's brought to ground. Rees-Zammit, that's forward. It was forward. There we go. Wales just being forced to rush their play. They're very, very flat at the minute. They're lacking any sort of depth. And Zammit's just panicked. So, we will have an Irish scrum. Talk to me, Wales fans. Any Wales fans out there, talk to me. What's going through your mind right now? What do you think your team needs to do? Irish fans as well, you talk to me. How are you going to cling on to this? How are Ireland going to cling on to this? Pretty big lead now, to be fair. Have Ireland got it in the tank to go and chase down the bonus point, maybe? Right then. Visits to the 22 for Ireland. 6 visits with a conversion rate of 2.8 points per visit. Kind of says it all. Right. Wales then getting this scrum moving forward, but Gibson Park has the ball at the back and will go on. Ireland just need to not fuck up. Wales need to step their game up. You're not wrong. As Sexton knocks that on and Bigger fires it out for Adams, who makes his way out to the wing, and well, Ireland firing all over that, and Bigger forced to carry off the next phase. They go blind now to to Adams again. Ireland just doing a great job of slowing the ball down ever so slightly, just getting themselves reorganised. It's fantastic work from them. And then they're off the line and ready to go again and put this Welsh attack under huge amounts of pressure. As Bigger now to Tompkins, sorry. Referee's happy that's flat. And a little bit of depth now for Bigger, but again, it's flat in the next pass. As Basham carries up to McNichol, who's trying to manufacture something, but this Irish defence is just immovable. As Bigger has a little show and go, and a high tackle advantage coming. Rowlands. And Thomas Williams just has a little chip in behind as Josh Adams leaves a shoulder on Sexton as they both go for the ball. So, I tell you what, watching it live, it was a little bit cynical. Watching it live, it was a little bit cynical. I probably want to have a second look at this. For me, he doesn't look like he's going for the ball at all. Referee is just asking TMO if he wants to have a look at it, or is it both players going hard at the ball? I mean, you could argue that Josh Adams is... referee just wants to have a look at it in real speed. That bit of analysis is more insightful than anything Clive Woodward has ever said. I think in real speed, it looks like he's backing out. He's running in hard for it. He's coming in hard. The bounce doesn't go his way, and he kind of has to just drop his shoulder and pull out, but he doesn't really pull out. He ends up absolutely slotting Sexton's sternum. So it looks like we're going to have a turnover penalty here. Patrick, welcome in. Hello. How you doing? Good to see you. I'm guessing you're in the smiling camp, judging by your name. But we are still looking at this. Oh, hang on. No, we're asking a question about Reckless now. Right, so it looks like it's going to be a yellow card for Josh Adams. Yeah. Luckily for Josh Adams, right, okay, so we've got no head contact process, but 2 inches higher he would have been. But it is reckless play, so he is going to go to the bin. Josh Adams will spend 10 minutes in the bin. And Wales have run out of that strawberry jam. Wow. 25 votes on the poll. Let's go. Ireland, 60% of you think Ireland are going to win. 40% of you think... 40% of you think it's going to Wales. Michael wins. Easy win for Ireland, babe. Yeah, babe. Terminus. Wide boy Adams gets caught. Yeah, he's... I mean, he's gone a bit roadman there, hasn't he? He's let his team down a bit. Right. 11 likes on the stream. Come on, boys. 4 to get to our goal of 15 by full time. Can we get there? Jam factory ran out of fruit. Not wrong. Not wrong. Hey, but anything can happen. Do you remember Scotland last year? They were behind in that, and a late red card sorted them right out as... Oh, Sexton on a double loop around. How's he done that? Jesus, what's going on with your hair worse than TK's today? I don't know. Let's have a fix. That hasn't helped us. Oh! Ryan going for the line now. 3 meters out. Look, Michael whinging about my hair. Sexton then. Van der Fleer getting a bit of a run up onto that. Sexton, he's goated. He's old. As Tyke Byrne driving towards the line. 2 metres out. Furlong waiting. But Park goes wide and Conway's unmarked in the corner. It's a second try for Conway. It's all over in Dublin. Ireland have spunked all over Wales like a porn star's cum shot. It's disgusting in Dublin this afternoon. They're so close. This is looking painful for the Welsh lads. You're not wrong to big. Try, shouts Michael. Dylan, welcome in, Dylan. What's up? We are living the dream. We are living the dream, Dylan. Dallin. Oh, I probably said that wrong. I'm sorry. Yeah. Michael's celebrating away. Yeah, Michael's throwing his sock around. His dirty cum sock's gone everywhere. And Ireland need just one more try for the bonus point, I think. But yeah, easy finish for Ireland. And it's going to be a comfortable victory, you would feel, from here. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not too long now before the Irish bench gets rinsed. 22-0, the current score. Only the fifth time, by the way, that Wales have gone in at half-time nilled with nothing on the board. So there we go. Right, and the conversion is good. It's a good one as well. All the way up from out on the touchline. I wouldn't be surprised if Wales clinched the Six Nations title, though. I said it last night, and I'll say it again today. It doesn't fill me with much joy when I say it. And again, it's another boomerang kick. That is really striking those flat and across the face of the uprights to let the wind drag it back in. Yeah, I think Wales are going to finish fifth. That's what I see this year. Right, Conan's off. Actually, that's a good question. How is the fantasy team? I normally have the fantasy team running in the background. But I haven't today. Silly Billy me. Right. Oh, apparently there's been a multitude of changes, so we will we'll bring them to you as we see them. Omani's on. Oh, we've had a big boy start to this game. Right then. Oh god, there's too many changes. There's too many changes to tell you about them all. But what I can tell you is Wales have got a line out. And, yeah, they're in a mall as we speak. 5 minutes 42 left on the bin. Josh Adams with a cheeky, cynical shot on Sexton. Wales with the penalty advantage, though. And nothing coming, so we'll come back for that. I'll tell you what we'll do at full time. At full time, we'll have a little look at the Fantasy League as well. Let me know how your points are doing. How are your points doing in your fantasy leagues? I've had a corking start here. What have we got? Points won so far live, 142.8. Woof. Right then. Okay. So, about 20 metres out now from this, from the Irish try line, and Adam Beard goes up and brings it down, and he wants to go blind, and there's 3 Irish defenders there to drag him into touch, and Porter wants to have a little bit of afters. 86.3 so far. Let's go. Are you? Have you joined our one? Oh, I haven't got the. Let's see if I can pop the link in the chat. Oh no, I think I've I've joeyed this. I've only edited one league. I thought it was your team for all leagues. Never mind. Following this link. There we go. Right, and the clearance from Gibson Park there just fixes things. Well, if there was order in the universe, if that would be the case. I didn't know you had one. Well, there you go. There's the link, buddy. Come and join it. Ireland steal the line out, and they go up through Van der Fleer in midfield. Big hits coming in, and Gibson Park looks to put that up into the cloudy afternoon sky, and McNichol knocks that on, and then Ireland knock it on, and it's only been awarded to Wales. Advantage has only been awarded to Wales as they spin it wide, but there's nothing on, and this Irish defence has been absolutely phenomenal this afternoon. 3 tries to Ireland so far in this game, and you sense there could be a couple more quite easily. As Wales have got nowhere to go as they try and creep their way towards halfway. Moriarty, Tompkins, and well, that just kind of epitomises Wales' day. Flat, uninspired, and Liam Williams shows up with hands like dildos out on the wing and just drops one that's absolutely in the basket. I think he's complaining about a head injury as well, saying he doesn't feel too good. So that might be the end of Williams for this afternoon. 12 likes on the stream as well. Let's go. Come on, we're 3 away from 50. Can we do it? Can we? 50? 15. 3 away from 15 likes. Can we get there? Can we get there? Let's have a look at the poll while we're just dealing with Williams. 27 votes. Ireland, 63% of you think Ireland are going to win. I think that's pretty much a foregone conclusion now. 37% of you were in the Welsh camp. I think it's probably a stretch too far for the Welsh boys now. Ireland are on for the bonus point, and this could be huge in the context of the competition. I mean, what's your thoughts on the bonus point? I'm not a massive fan of it. However, it does make the competition more interesting in terms of, you know, everyone's going to get a bonus point against Italy. That's pretty much a given. But it's where you pick up your losing bonus point and your four try bonus point. Can you pick up 2 points with losing by less than 7? Makes it all really, really interesting. But never mind. That's just my 2 pennies on the subject. What do you think? Are you pro or anti the bonus points? As Ireland get this scrum, and it's going to be a penalty to Ireland. Tight head collapsing. Is that Dylan Lewis, I think, maybe? Yeah, knees go down. Knees go down and he starts chewing mud. Right, so the kick downfield, and it's a good one, and it will be a 5-metre scrum for Ireland as they look to turn the screw on this Welsh team. I want to say something that's not negative about Wales at the minute, but I'm struggling to find any positives for the poor buggers. This will probably be the last play. Oh, I say that. And the whistle goes, and Wales have the penalty. Ireland getting in front of the jumper, so we will come back. Doris blocking off Adam Beard from getting to James Ryan, and there we go. So Wales will have a little bit of respite, kick this one away. And, oh, God, can you imagine what the Wales Online is going to be like tonight? Oh, God. I mean, I don't read it because it's an awful media outlet, but... And stripped! Oh, and ball tracking's done as filthy as Hansen looks to find a gap. No gap there for him, but gets it off to Bundyaki. Ringrose going on his own. Beats two defenders. It's the Irish bonus point. Oh, my God. Ireland have pulled Wales' pants down and they've slipped it up their arse with no lube. Somebody check if Wales gave consent. Good Lord. Good Lord. Oh. Oh. Ireland. That's filth. Just great. Just gas. Ringrose gets on the outside, sees that Williams is committed to drifting and slips on his inside. And Ireland... Wales are getting greenwooded. Is that too soon? I think that's too soon. Fuck. Let's move on quickly. Right. 29-0 to Ireland. Fuck's sake. Right. Conway denied the hat-trick. I'm in 4 skins. Cheers. Well done, Dylan. Right, so. Bonus point achieved. 29 points on the board. Ireland will now be fighting for the nil. And the humiliation of Wales. Who have they got next week? Adam's now out of the sin bin, so Wales back to a full complement, but the damage you feel is already done. Oh, excuse me. What have we got next week? Wales, Scotland. Well, look out, Scotland, because Wales have been burnt and they will be coming back with double bubble. What do we got next week? Tell you what, they are letting us down with these Friday night games. Let's have a look here. Oh, I suppose we could do Leicester Northampton next Friday. Leicester Northampton next Friday. That could be a bit tasty, bit of a derby. And then we well, I don't think I'll be able to do Wales Scotland because I'll be playing. Probably not going to be able to do France Ireland. So we might do... Oh, do you know what? We might do San Diego Legion Dallas Jackals Saturday night, 10 o'clock. Why not? And then we'll be back for England on Sunday. There you go. Right, anyway, back to this game. Let's live in the present. All right, Wales to be kept scoreless at full time. I tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. James Hume on now as Wales look to knock down the door from the 22. But this Irish defence has stood so strong and continues to do just that. Resam it then. Right. Wales still nothing coming for them. It's just slow ball and Basham with a great looking line, and he makes a couple of meters. He's had a fantastic game, has Basham, but as I say that, he gets caught holding on to the ball, and it will be a penalty for Ireland. Peter O'Mahony in with the steal. All that experience. Look at him trying to cling on to his youth with that skin fade haircut. You're doing an American Hound Egg stream. Yeah, I've done a couple of them before. I don't mind doing the American ones because they're later in the evening, so I can just sort of chill out. The quality's not as good, but it is what it is. And you don't get the ball tracking with the American ones, which is a bit annoying, but there we go. Right, Sex Pest is off. His day is done. So on comes Joe Carberry. Sacrilege. Nah, it's not that bad. Right, Ringrose. Brought down by Tompkins. Who's looking to make a nuisance of himself, but completely misses his step. And Carberry boots that up, and he's found a metre short of the touchline. And Josh Adams' woes continues as he slides in and concedes the line out. Enjoy the rest of the game with Ireland versus Red Dragons. Off to the pub for England, Scotland. I'm going to have a miserable Welsh neighbour. Oh no. Well, all the best to you, buddy. Thanks ever so much for jumping in. I appreciate your time. And enjoy the Scotland-England game. Should be a tasty one. Still 29-0 in Dublin as this one closes out. Just 15 minutes left now. Carberry doing some great loop work as well. Clearly a set play that they've been working on as Williams has to chase down the kick and dive on it. Does so about 6 metres off of his own touchline. Williams then looking to set the forwards up. I'm saying Williams, it's not Williams, it's Gareth Davies, who fires this up into the air, looking to find touch, and does so. And Ireland will have the ball just outside of the 22 for a line out. 3 likes away. Can we get there? Can we do it? 15 likes by full time was the target. 5 and 1. So Porter's going off. And James Ryan's going off as well. And on comes Baird and Cian Healy. Big shifts from them. Andrew Porter, 65 minutes. That's a long time for a prop to be on. Right then. And up they go. Taken up by Bundyaki. And offside called. So advantage coming for Ireland. Round the corner they go. Mac Hansen having a little dart and jive with some forwards. Not being able to find a way through though. Cian Healy with a big first carry up and a grunt of uncomfortableness as he makes contact. And we'll come back for the penalty. What's that? Diving over the ball. Oh, not moving away. Sorry. So Carberry will be asked to go to the corner. And just put this Welsh defence down deep into their own 22. Well, this Irish team have been on point. I'm a little bit more comfortable with my prediction that Ireland are going to win this whole thing now. Because they have been exceptional. It's taken Andy Farrell a long time to get this Irish team rocking and rolling. They've looked poor at best under Farrell. But it's just starting to come together now. Just in time for this Six Nations. As another advantage comes for Ireland as they try to get this maul rolling. Gibson Park still on the pitch. It's getting a good old workout. Conor Murray sat on the bench. Number 5 in at the side. So it will be another penalty for Ireland. And you would imagine this is going back into the corner and just chew up the clock a little bit. Keep Wales deep in their own territory. Keep them under pressure. Adam Beard, the culprit on this occasion. Right, so line out, and again it's into the maul, and this time it's inching forward as in comes the backs to try and drive this on. Bundyaki, well, where's Bundyaki going? Is all round the side, and there was a breakaway, so we've got an accidental offside, and we will have a Welsh scrum. 9 of you sexy buggers in here. Don't forget, of course, if you're new round here, slap that sub button. We bring you all the alternative commentary every weekend from as many games as we can. So smash sub and come and join us for some fun and shenanigans. Right then. 11 minutes to go. Wales deep in their own territory, camped on their own line. All sorts of trouble for them. There's going to be some huge questions asked this evening over beers. And Ireland get the penalty at the scrum. And Dan Biggar is screaming for his men to drop back to the try line. Wants no easy pens pinged away as Ireland opt for the pick and go this time. 2 metres out. And it's knocked on by Ireland, so it will be a Welsh put-in. Well. Maybe a little bit of tiredness there for Ireland. Just a bit greedy. Didn't need to rush that. 14 likes on the stream. Come on, we've got one to get for that magic 15 number. Who's going to be the 15th like on the stream this afternoon? 6 of you in here. Let's go. Oh, 8 of you in here now. Happy days. And of course, do hit that subscribe button as well. Love to see it. Don't think we've had it yet. No, we are one away from our mini target of 860. So if somebody could help us out with that, we'd really appreciate it, as Biggar is enforced deep inside his own dead ball zone and has to kick clear just as far as the 22. He looks absolutely miserable. Huge amounts of hey, we did it! 15 likes. Let's go. Thank you so much, everybody. It's such a help to the stream. It really, really is. We've had 424 of you wheeling through the doors this afternoon. It's insane, the amount of love we're getting at the minute. And as I say, if anybody wants to drop a little sub and get us to our goal of 860, that would be really appreciated too. Right, here we go. Here come Ireland through midfield. And Wales are over the top of that. Who's that? not sure who that was, but well won by Wales, holding on, and the penalty is kicked and doesn't find touch. And so Ireland will kick that back downfield, and it's going to come all the way back. It's going to come all the way back as Callum Sheedy dops that dead through the back of the dead ball zone. So we will have a Wales scrum, I think, around about the Irish 10. It's a huge old boot. Well, it's between the halfway and the 10. So there we go. Right. Here we go. Wales with the Putin at the scrum. Conor O'Murray is now on, finally. Christ. And Wainwright goes alone off the base. You win! Oi, oi! Where am I then? You're here. I don't know. Are you in Huddersfield? What are you taking? Hit like. What's the matter with you? Welcome in, you. Good to see you. Right. And it's all going a bit sloppy now. Tired legs. Advantage was being played and will come back for the Welsh penalty. And they will kick this downfield, looking to put some pressure and get off the mark. 73 minutes without a score for Wales. It's almost unheard of. I would be interested to see, and if anybody's into the stats, do let me know. How many times have Wales been nilled in a Six Nations game? I'm at the Town game half-time. Thought I'd hop in for 10 minutes. Nice one, mate. Thank you very much. Feel free to drop a like while you're here, Ewan. I'd appreciate that. Much love to you, brother. As Wales try to get something off the rolling more, but it's knocked on and nothing is going their way. The jam factory is out of fruit. There's no strawberry jam for the Welsh today. Oh, well, there you go. There's an interesting fact for you. Only 3 times in the Six Nations era has a team lost the first game and won the championship. So from here, you can pretty much write Wales off. So I see the Welsh are being rode like sheep. Oh, mate, Ireland have absolutely greenwooded them. I'm not sure we can say that, but we have done. And it's happened. And I'm not taking it back. Right. Murray off the base of the scrum. Finds Bundyaki, who steps inside. And Gareth Davies has to deal with him. As they're up now to their own 22. Just outside. So Conor Murray will... Oh! Dave Basham with the try! The interception! Wales are not going to be nilled this afternoon. We're probably going to have a look at that. I'm not sure what went on there. But Basham, 8 caps, 3 tries. Taine Basham, he has been unbelievable. Great work from him. And Wales are on the board under the posts. And my fantasy team is looking good because I put Basham in it. Right then. So, and that is converted as well by Sheedy. So, I'm saying Sheedy. I didn't see who kicked it, to be honest with you. Must be a jinx thing that I open my mouth and they score. Hashtag fuck. Now, play nicely. There's no need to fuck the Welsh. Not without their consent. Right. I mean, it does nothing for the context of the game. It just means that Wales haven't been nilled, but they have been absolutely opened up from the anus. They are gaping like Lana Rhodes. I need to stop talking. Right, Wainwright from the kickoff. A couple of phases in, and good hands from Beard there to reel that in. 3.5 minutes left on the clock. England's best win the Six Nations this year. We have taken too many L's recently. I mean, it's on. It's on. I think they'll finish second, but it's on. Anyway, I think it's Ireland's year this year. If they play like this every game, poof, look out Six Nations. Because they are playing at some velocity. And Murray finds a little sniping hole. He's got no support, though. As he bottles the tackle and just slides to the ground. And it's a penalty to Ireland. Hands in the ruck. More woes for Wales. Josh Adams again. He's had an absolute mare. Guinness man of the match, Mick Hansen. Well, I'm... oh, sorry, not man of the match. It's player of the match because we're woke these days. Ireland always have a France result in them. They always drop points to them from what I see. Yeah, anything can happen with France, to be honest with you. You can turn up against France and they can be absolutely electrifying, or they can be hands like dildos. Really depends on what sort of French team turn up. And looking at the top 14 this year, I'm not sure they're in good shape. So Hansen's got the player of the match from Guinness, but Dickie's Dick of the Day is going to Conway. 2 tries, and the second one was a thing of beauty. I'm giving it to Conway. He's my Dick of the Day. We really should get some trophies and send them to their clubs. Be like, congratulations, you won Dickie's Dick of the Day. Hashtag dildo hands. I love that. We'll get that on the merch, Ewan. We'll get that on the merch. Hands like dildos. Hands like flaccid pee-pee. Right. Okay. 13 in it. Let's go. Double figures on the people in here. Let's see if we can get a couple more likes in camp. We've got about 30 seconds left of the game. Welcome in if you're new. Do hit the subscribe button. We will be back in about 20 minutes after this game for England, Scotland. So do hit subscribe, do hit the bell notification to be notified when we go live. Alternatively, just pop on over to the other stream. Whatever's good for you. I'm at your mercy. 14 of you in here. Let's see if we can get a couple more likes. Get some of that algorithm sex we going as Sheedy kicks his downfield, and we will have the line out even though the clock is red. So they're going to try and keep this alive, keep playing, get a bit of rhythm, take something into next week. Well, the second half has begun, and I have liked, and I hope the stream goes well. Up the town, 1-0, 5th round incoming. Oh, my God. Right, well, have a good afternoon, Ewan. I'll probably see you later, and you'll probably be in a right state. Referee is taking a knock here as well, but he's back to his feet, and Ireland pile over for the turnover. Conor Murray. Ireland aren't ready to finish this off. They want a little bit more. So they carry on going for a bit more meat. And they want humiliation for Wales. As Sheehan is stopped. And Murray now finds Carberry, who has a little dig at himself. And he's got it in tag burn. And he's just dragged down 6 metres out, and Bundyaki on the pick and go, but it's going to be a Wales penalty. And you would think from here, Wales are just going to tap this and kick it into touch. And I tell you what, it must be absolutely screaming in the Aviva today. No, again, they're going to go for the line out. Because players aren't listening to the whistle. And the referees are right on top of them, putting everything through their whistle. And whoever's on the floor just keeps playing. It's a few times that's happened now. And, oh, good Lord. The line out goes over the top. And Ireland on the front foot again. Tag Byrne carries into Nick Tompkins. Murray out to Carberry, who's got some forwards in midfield. Advantage over for the not straight. 82 minutes on the clock. Bonus point already achieved. I'm not really sure what value this is adding other than the fans are jizzing. Not held. So allowed to continue. Murray. Berry. Bundyaki. Well, where's this Welsh defence been? Where is this Welsh defence been? If they defended like this for the whole game, this would have been a very close contest. There's a massive slot on Burns' ankles, and he goes tumbling, and Matt Hansen is in the court. Oh, he's not quite. And it's knocked forward. That's got to be it, surely. And it's all over. It's all done in Dublin. Final score. What was the final score? Ireland 27. Wales. Oh, sorry. Ireland 29, wasn't it? Wales 7. Ish. Wow. Okay. So, that is it. 29-7 to Ireland. What do you think? What are we saying? We'll have a quick look at the fantasy team before we shoot off. Here it is. Here's my fantasy team. So, 168 points picked up from that game. Happy days. And we've still got loads of ruggers to play. Furlong, 28 points. Kelleher, 31.8 points. Beard, 10.6 points. Not a great game for him. Basham, 36.5 points. Loving it. And a poor game from Louis Rees-Zammit with 11.7. And I'm guessing I've got extra 20 points on DuPont. Lovely jubbly. Right then, we will take a short break. We will be live on the other stream in just a few moments. To Big, see you in the next stream. Cheers, mate. We'll see you over there. Head on over there. Oh, God, look, I'm still on the wrong screen. Head on over there and smash like on that for me. That would be amazing. See if we can get a few likes on there before we start. Just help the algorithm out and whatnot. But thanks for joining me. And as always, face down, ass up. That's the way we like to rock. We'll see you in just a few moments.